Carpe diem, folks. We're out here on Johnsonville Road again, and just thought I'd give you a little look at what the community of Johnsonville looks like. Not very much here, but it's got a good bit of history. My brother lived out here for a while. Later in his life, had a good friend that had a motorcycle wreck right here, ran into that building, and he lost his life. I won't go into any of the details, but here is the Johnsonville Community Club. A little bit of the history about that clubhouse. And then down here we got a little bit of the history of the community. If the sun has it where you can read it. I better be careful leaving out of here. Back about, oh goodness, close to 50 years ago when I was late teens, early 20s. This used to be the stretch of road that we raced the motorcycles on, from right here up to where you see those cars coming. I don't know why, but for some reason people came from miles around to try to outrun one particular bike that I owned at the time. My brother had a couple of little shop buildings in his backyard, and I had built this motorcycle. He did a little engine work to it, and I took it to Macon, had it painted, and it was a rather swift machine. And when I was very young, late teens, used to ride with guys, and that's what we did for recreation. We'd go down to a county, a couple of counties south of here, and that's what we'd do. We'd find us a deserted stretch of road, and we'd race motorcycles, and they always ended up having me drive one, and another guy from my hometown drive another, and they'd pair us against each other on different people's bikes. And then the story I was beginning to tell you back there is when later on we were hanging around those shops pretty much all the time behind my brother's house, and on the weekends folks would come from miles around to get a little piece of that motorcycle that I had. You know, my memory may not be the sharpest, and I can tell this story any way I want to. Ain't nobody around to dispute it, I don't guess, but I don't recall ever being beat on that bike. But, go back up here and take a picture of this marker on the side of the road that I had mentioned earlier about the tag game. That may be where I put the tag after I grabbed it. I'll either put it probably here or back down there at Johnsonville, but we'll see. Alright, I won't bore you anymore.